Welcome into the Viking Central podcast. Again, thank you for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Big questions to be answered here coming up in the offseason. The combine's coming up. Free agency is coming up. It's not slowing down. It feels slow right now, but it's going to pick up here very shortly in the next couple weeks. And honestly, it's the almost my favorite time of the year, unless obviously the Vikings are playing in the playoffs and stuff like that, which they did this year and just did not end up the way we wanted it to. And one of the people we're going to talk about kind of attributed to that a little bit, but was it really all of his fault? I don't know. He did kind of turn into pumpkin. Yeah, I'm talking about Sam Darnold. But before we do get into the video, I do want to shout out our sponsor. That's Badass Woodart. You see his logo up there in the corner. Use code VC15 for 15% off your order. You see the skull sign above the Tommy Kramer jersey. Custom Woodart does an amazing job. Pretty much whatever you want. Again, use code VC15 at checkout for 15% off your order. Again, his name's Luis. Does an amazing job. Yeah, go over there, support him. It helps support me as well. And then hit that like and subscribe button as well. And that's the best way to support us in the channel. And it would truly mean a lot. So Sam Darnold, let's talk about him a little bit. Obviously, it's been the big talker, almost identical to the Kirk Cousins talk from last year. Is he going to come back? What are they going to do at the quarterback position? Questions. And Kevin O'Connell's kind of answered it the same way as he did last year. Like, Sam's earned this right to test free agency. He's probably going to be the marquee person at the quarterback position in free agency. You know, there's going to be some suitors, pretty obvious. But, you know, is there going to be a tag and trade possibility? I don't see that. Do I see him coming back? I don't see it either. I know there's some speculation that he might, but I feel like the media even kind of started out the offseason like, I think they're going to bring Sam back, but now it's kind of making a 180 and kind of going the other direction where, yeah, they're probably going to roll J.J. McCarthy. Sam's going to go sign somewhere in free agency and get that money. I think the bigger question is Daniel Jones. Are they going to sign him for, you know, a reasonable contract, like a 1-year, $10 million deal? Something similar to Sam Darnold last offseason. That makes the most sense to me, especially cap-wise. We have a bunch of cap room to spend, and we want to build up those trenches. We might need to beef up the secondary a little bit. We're going to need a running back where I think more than likely, and what I would want them to do is just go to the draft for the running back group over there, because the draft has insane talent this year with halfbacks. It's pretty crazy. So that's where I think their direction is going to go. I think Sam's going to go in free agency, get the bag. Minnesota's going to go ahead and probably march ahead with J.J. McCarthy. He's ahead of schedule. He's been worked out. I can't think of the trainer over there, but in Illinois, he kind of posted it to social media the other day that, yeah, he's working out. He looks pretty good. I know he's got to build up some muscle again during rehab. It's hard to stay on top of that, but he'll get there. He's got a good solid, 6 months till training camp, almost. More like 5 months probably, but still, he's got plenty of time. So I think they're going to roll J.J. McCarthy. Sam Darnold, like I said, I have a lot of suitors. You look at the Raiders, you look at the Steelers, you look at the Titans. Who else? I don't think the Giants or Jets are going to be in play just because of the New York dynamic over there. But I think maybe the Rams. What's going to happen with Matthew Stafford? I think that could be a real viable option over there with Sean McVay and Sam Darnold. So I think the most likely one is probably the Raiders, and then maybe the Steelers, but also the Titans and the Rams could also be, again, really good options for them. They all got cap space. They all got money to spend to make it work. So I think that's going to be interesting. How big is his market going to be when he does test free agency? It only takes one team. We saw that with Kirk last year. Got the bag last year with Atlanta. Didn't work out for Atlanta, but teams do it every single year, and they're going to do it for Sam Darnold again this year. If I had to rank them, who I thought Sam's going to end up with, I think Raiders number 1, Titans number 2, Steelers number 3. The Rams are a distant 4. Maybe a wild card team kind of sneaks in. Maybe like one of those New York teams, or hell, maybe like the Seahawks, maybe Geno. They move on from Geno or something like that, but I don't think that makes a lot of sense that way either. But I think those are the 4 main teams for Sam Darnold. I don't think he's going to be back with the Vikings. I think Minnesota's moving on with J.J. McCarthy, building up this roster for their first year starting quarterback, and let's roll. It's going to be a lot of fun. Again, thanks for tuning in. Support our sponsor. That's Badass Woodart. Use code VC15 at checkout. Again, I'll put the link in the description. Luis does a fantastic job. Hit that like and subscribe button. Viking Central, baby. We'll see you on Friday.